Good morning. Casey here reporting for Casey Collections in Buchanan, Virginia. Happy Sunday morning to you. Sunday blessings, I hope, come your way. The first one was, of course, opening our Oz. So today we are open. We're popping open at the main store from 11 until 3 today. Don't forget that Casey Collections 2, which is our outlet, is open the first Saturday of each summer month. And then from there, we'll have to see. So if you're planning a trip and you want to make sure to check out the outlet too, remember the next time we'll be open will be August 5th. August 5th at Casey Collections 2. But for today, are you blue? So I wanted to work in some conversation about blues and grays, and probably one of our most popular wreaths of all times is this Shades of Blue wreath. And notice that we're pairing some blues that have some lighter blue grayish tones with some gray tabletop. And we'll go along and I'll show you some other blue and gray tabletop that we definitely have. One reason I picked, good morning and thanks for sharing, Sherry. Remember, we are trying to make sure that all of your friends know about what's going on in store. And one way to do that is to keep liking and sharing our posts. We certainly appreciate that because we don't want anyone left out. But one thing that I wanted to make sure to mention about blue is we do have a blue stain, more of a navy blue type stain, which we've been definitely asked for in the past, coming from our main furniture vendor. So in about the next month, I'll be able to have a sample for you and show you what blue stain can look like on your furniture pieces. Also, our grays. So whether it's are you blue or are you gray, do you have shades of gray? We are going to be getting from our main vendor a lighter shade of gray. This gray right here is granite. In the very back here, you'll see that this is our smoke color. So if we compare that to granite, it's definitely much lighter. And this is one of our most popular colors. It is starting to take over in places in black. While it will always be number one, I believe, it is sliding just a little bit. Notice here the bookcase on the end is a color called antique slate. So if you go from smoke, which is that lighter gray that has some of those with the Sealy, some of the lighter, let's say beige color undertones, you can move right over into antique slate, which it's got more of a blue base, if you will. And you can see the difference here between the table and that far bookcase. And if that doesn't work for you and you want that true gray with more of the black undertones, then granite is it. So those are the shades of gray, if you will, that we have at the moment. But we do have, and this is from our main vendor, we do have a lighter gray that we will be getting in. So speaking about candles, I don't want to tell you that there's 76 days until fall, but for those of you like me that that heat just really, really gets you. And as the years go on, it certainly continues to increase in intensity for us. That might not be a bad thing to know on this Sunday morning. But don't forget that we do have, if you didn't see it in the live yesterday, we do have Luminara candles back in the house, very limited quantities because Luminara are the best. And what does that mean? The price point's a bit different, but I'm pretty excited to have two different sizes, 7.5 and 8.5. And notice that we've got the orange color. So pick up your Luminara as you get ready and dream of maybe some cooler weather, and we don't want to wish our time away for sure. We'll talk about some blues and grays some more when we get in the back, but remember that Miscellaneous is open today on Sunday. Our new hours at Miscellaneous, we're starting to think a little more about family time as the years go on. We're still open Thursdays through Sundays at Miscellaneous, but I found here as a little bit of an experiment that 11 until 3 is sort of the magic hours, if you will. So we're also going to have Sunday hours at Miscellaneous, but also 11 to 3. So that gives us some time if we want to get together for dinner, my mom and I, or if we want to do some other things on a Sunday afternoon, we have a little more time. So got to think about family because we know with family going across here, we've got family, new family signs, new God bless family, and new faith signs. But as we know, time goes oh so quickly. So as you're looking to get in some new scents, Don't forget we've got lilac. We've also got Seaside Escape if you're still thinking about the beach, or if you're thinking about some melon. Melon Burst is an awesome scent as well. Sliced watermelon, we've got that right now in crumbles, and we're going to have it hopefully this week as our feature of the month for Crossroads Candles. The first shipment got broken on the way in. We are thinking about owls just a little bit more. Look at this owl container and the beautiful setup that one of our team members put in it. So shades of just sunflower based with a little bit of tans and purples, and it really makes a statement when you take a look at that weathered oak, which is shades of gray, if you will, in that tabletop. Moving back just a little bit, you're going to see some changes here. Our most popular pillow right now is the Star Pillow. So we're very low on those, but we do have an order coming in this week. So we're going to have a little Americana end cap here. And we're working to get a botanical end cap going on down here with more of our shades of blue related to the ocean setup. So we'll be working some of our beach products around the aisle. And as you can tell, our Americana products are down here, so some of them will go the other way. And we're going to work to get you a little bit of fall dabbled in right here as you come down the main aisle. I know that might be too soon for some of you, but we want to pull some of that fall from the other side over here so you can definitely see it. Coming back just a little bit, talking about shades of blue, shades of gray, here's a color called Pewter. Or actually, let me find it. That one's not pewter, that's antique smoke. Or rather, smoke. Over here is a color called pewter. So pewter is much lighter. We've got it paired up with a Kona top, or rather that's a dark night top. But look at pewter in that it just has those nice, soft, creamy, yellow-based undertones coming through. And if you were to compare pewter over to granite, look at the difference. So it really runs the gamut when it comes to, for example, antique slate over there in that piece, coming over here to pewter, and then coming over to granite. Definitely some variations there. Other shades of blue and gray, we'll put them together, right? That's what we continue to do. This is a nice shindy pattern in our runner that we've got on our antique white island. It's a nice pattern. Again, the combination of the blues and grays all put together that are so popular now. As you know, all of our furniture is for sale. That's on the floor. A couple of comments about that we found interesting. We had some folks that were passing through town. In fact, I think they might have been in town for the carnival. So they were here and they wanted a couple pieces of furniture, some more shades of blue here. Don't forget that Park has these 3-circle and 5-circle runners that are ever so popular. But they were passing through town and they wanted a couple pieces of furniture. We had them on the floor, but they wanted to make sure that when they came back in a few months, they could pick them up then. So they went ahead and just ordered related to the timing of their needs. So that's definitely something that was a little more unusual for us. But we also see that in new construction or remodels that a person may find what they want on the floor, but they decide to order so that it can come back related to timing. So another point that I wanted to make related to timing is that we had a customer that ordered, and we all know as we do remodel projects, again, or new construction, that things can get behind schedule or can happen a lot getting behind schedule. So what does that mean? Well, when we called her and let her know, hey, we're running just a couple weeks past the minimum that we quoted you, she was so relieved because her flooring project, wasn't where she needed it to be. So remember, if you're going to be starting those home improvement projects and you want to go ahead and get things on order, for the most part, we're running about 3.5 months. On our roughs on tables, of course, it's a lot more than that, but we can help time things out. Nothing is ever perfect, right? The floor's not done quite yet, or the floor's done, the furniture's not back quite yet. We get all of that, but hopefully we can at least get it in the ballpark. So shades of blue. There's nothing like shades of blue. When I look at the shades of blue wreath and I look at some of our bedding that's so very popular in this blue color, it definitely makes me think of summer, but that's ridiculous because it doesn't have to be the beach. We're finding that so many folks are gravitating toward the blues and the grays. And again, you see that they're kind of all mixed together in some regards. Taking it over here, our Avery table runner. Again, it's blues, grays, a little, of course, the whites mixed in, and it looks beautiful paired up with these dessert plates or salad plates with our pretty little bird, and notice the little bird salt and pepper shakers. So as we go through the store, you're finding that we are increasing maybe some of the blues and some of the blues with the grays, and we're going to be filling that in with some products, so don't worry. But back here, I want you to see an island that is sold, and it's the reverse of the one that I showed you. Meaning I showed you the one that had the pewter base on it. Well, and it had the dark night top. Well, this is the exact reverse. This is a dark night bottom and a pewter top. So it's really cool how you can take those colors and just swap them around, and you go from a look like this, again, with dark night being the main color. And if we just travel without making you dizzy back up here, notice that how it looks so completely different, of course, when the majority color is that pewter base. So kind of cool how we're able to show you those two pieces and how they're so very different. Every piece has got to have a name, and these are called stereo cabinets. Our Amish vendors name them that way, but it's a deep, smaller cabinet. And the nice thing about some of these deeper cabinets from this particular vendor is that he has adjustable shelves. So if you're looking for something where you can adjust it to the height of your appliances or whatever you want to store, you can go from having the wooden doors, showing you another shade of gray over here. We can also have glass doors. So that's an option. We only generally have glass doors on many of our hutches that you'll see here in the background, but the smaller pieces, the pie safes, the stereo cabinets, those goodies can also have glass doors in them. So shades of gray, everything from very light gray to grays with blacks, and then of course grays over here with darker grays mixed in with that white combination. But taking it around and thinking about things a little bit this morning, it's always like, okay, what is it that I want to show them or let them see related to the store? And grays and blues are something that we are just doing more and more of. And as a reminder, we are getting new furniture colors in from one particular vendor, and it's going to be more of a navy stain and a light gray paint, if you will. So we'll have those as some exciting new color combinations as we move through the next month or so. I don't know if you remember that beautiful centerpiece that was back here, but it went out the door yesterday. I almost had a tear in my eye, debated about buying that myself, but hopefully I'm going to respond to the folks. I couldn't get their email to open yesterday. I asked them to send pictures and see if they are okay with me showing you where it went and some of the furniture that they picked up. And if they are, I will share those posts with you. And remember, we're always delighted for you to brag about what you've gotten and show us some of our products in your home, whether it's a centerpiece or whether it's a furniture piece, showing you shades of blue going through here, right? All the blue kind of mixed in. Not only to multiple wreaths, but berry rings. We're always delighted for you to tag us. It'll go through a review process. That's how our Facebook page is set up. But ultimately, if you do that, then we will, share the product out there for folks to be able to see. People love to see what other people do. So there's no reason why we certainly can't do that on our Facebook page as a way to kind of share ideas. So, all about fall, right? 76 days for those of us that, and I will say that as we were putting out some of this product the other day, we were a little toasty. It's always interesting putting out Christmas product when you feel so warm in store. But if you're a fall person, It's already selling. It's been selling. We kind of cleaned up the display a little bit, and cleaned up just as a way of saying we made it have less of a plush look, as we had more places to put items. But you can see there's definitely all kinds of goodies throughout this display. And remember, some of these items we can't get again because the company is simply not around. Taking it around here just for a little bit. Again, we're here straightening up this morning because we're delighted to pop open from 11 until 3 today. So we'd love to see you not only here at KC Collections, but also at Miscellaneous in Fairfield. We get new product there each and every week, and I'm continuing to push some of the smaller furniture pieces there as well. So Miscellaneous, new hours on Sunday, 11 until 3. Taking it back here just a little bit, with fall wreaths and garland are already coming in the house. And we've made just a little Halloween section back here. I've never been one to carry Halloween product, but gnomes were so popular that when I was able to get my hands on these, then I went ahead and grabbed them. And so here they are. So grace appreciated, it's in a little corner. And if you like Halloween, then there it is for you. And we'll kind of see how it goes. But taking it around here, again, lots of furniture in the pipeline, so if you see some holes, don't worry. All that means is we've been selling, and we don't really like for you to see holes on the live, but we are here this morning putting things a little bit back together. Plenty of furniture waiting on me to pick up, and I will get there to pick it up. It's got to make sense. It's got to be a truck full, because I have to tell you, if you've been out on the interstates this summer, every summer I say, my gosh, can it get any worse? And I got to stop saying that, because the traffic is absolutely ridiculous out there. I mean, it's a good thing. It means people are moving. They're not worried about gas prices, right? $3.29, we're just kind of immune or used to that now, or whatever the case may be. But not that I like it any, let me just tell you that. But people are definitely traveling. So we'll continue to push in pieces that are waiting for me when it makes sense to pick up, and I have a truck full. So don't worry, we're not going to run out. Bookcases as well. This is a lighter gray from one of our other vendors, but you can see, depending on how you look at it, it almost appears cream, but it's not. Taking it in just a little bit, it's a lighter shade of gray. So if all those other grays are just too intense for you, or you don't like the blue-gray look to furniture, if you will, in other words, like this piece right here that's shown in pewter Kona, then of course we can get you to a softer gray. So blues and grays are hot, hot, hot. Whites are definitely hot, 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 whether it comes to buttermilk white, that's what I call it, like these, or whether you're looking for that antique white like this one, or perhaps you like the color of white cloud. And as you take a look as we spin through here, you can also see multiple grays, and then we take it all the way down, mixing it in, and here we go again with the blues and some more shades of gray, light, dark shades of gray. Bringing it back out here to the white concept that I was mentioning to you, every Amish furniture's white is just every Amish vendor's white is just a little bit different. This one is the one with the gray bookcase that I showed you. It is also more of a buttermilk white. And if I take it from afar, you'll be able to see that this is a color called white cloud. So it's not a bright white, but it's definitely whiter as it appears against the antique white that's ever so popular. The antique white is just that. It's white with a gray rub over, if you will, on it to make it look antique-y. If I back it up just a little bit, you'll be able to see how this larger piece over here to the left kind of factors in that more buttermilk type look, the brighter white, which is not bright white, white cloud, and then the antique white. So definitely what we're seeing, lots of grays, which we've talked about, blues, even to the point of one of our vendors is putting in a blue stain that'll be out on some furniture pieces in the next month. We're also seeing that whites are still hot, hot, hot. Black will always be kind of the king, if you will, but we are seeing that the black again, it's like black. I compare it to clothing. Black pants, they go with everything. A black dress, dress it up, dress it down. It's amazing. So it'll always be there, but we are seeing the grays, the blues, and the whites being highly at the top of the list for not only the tabletop linens or even the bedding, also as I swing it around here, but also for the furniture. And thinking about bedding just for a little bit, as you glance down through here, some neutrals are also right up there. So the neutral colors paired up with some blues and grays in it. That's a new bedding line or pattern that we will be displaying. We are working to get in some of the braided rugs to match up so that when we change the bedding out, that we have the ability to also show you a braided rug. So don't be blue as you are moving through the day today, because you know what? You can come to your happy place. We're here from 11 until 3 today. If you've seen anything in the live that you want more information about, and we will get the width of that stereo cabinet, and thanks for all the kind comments this morning. If you've seen anything on here that you want more information about, you can always call us at 540-254-1489, or you can email us at kccollectionsmarketing@gmail.com. Or let me tell you, we've got a lot of information on our website, which is the kcstores.com, including many, many more prices on our furniture pieces. So we will get the width of the stereo cabinet, but Sandy, in the meantime, before we can get that out there to you, or get it to you, if you want to just go to the kcstores.com and the search engine type stereo, that little goodie will definitely come up out there, but I will make sure that we get that information posted here on the live as well. For now, though, be blessed. Don't be blue. Enjoy the journey. Find the good in each and every day, and we hope that you'll come see us when you're able to. And if these extended hours make a difference to you, let us know. Let me tell you, we definitely appreciate that. The weeks are full, the team's small, but we're mighty. With that being said, we do come in for projects, but we love it when we make just one person's day because we're open. So we hope to see you soon. Until then, enjoy the journey and be safe.